Oh, is that so? Well, that was so interesting. I can't believe you didn't keep that to share online. That is fascinating.
Yeah, you're frozen again though.
Yeah. I mean, we might call it a day. We might just try 7 or 8 more times.
Maybe if you leave and then come back. Because if you leave, it will still keep live streaming with me here, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
So feel free to
just come back fast.
Just present what this video is about, what is going to happen, and why we're doing it, and what.
Hey.
Hello.
You're back.
Yeah, I don't know. Am I frozen?
No, you're moving.
Oh, fantastic! Well, I'm very glad the frozen stuff has let us go, and we can start chatting about ukulele playing.
Great.
But I mean, that was really interesting what you told me during when it wasn't working. That was amazing. Who knew? So where's that going to be? What state?
Kentucky.
Oh, all right. I know nothing of Kentucky apart from
I don't know very much either.
A restaurant chain.
Never been there.
Which she might not enjoy. Cool. So have you, while I was away, did you present what we're going to do?
Well, you never really left.
No.
Would you like me to present it now?
Yes, please do, because I have to go out again.
Oh, okay. So we are going to be talking about one of the songs from the Space Songs collection, which I made a worksheet for, and then with kind of simple chords, and then made a improved worksheet for with more interesting chords. And so I think the lesson is going to be about how to do that.
Yeah, that's great. Do you want to play your version of the Coldplay song, You're a Sky Full of Stars? Because actually every month there's a new entire songbook for the patrons supporting the channel. And this one is Space Songs Volume 2. So it's more, the first volume was more planet-based. This one is more star-based with neutron star collision, counting stars, starlight, and also You're a Sky Full of Stars. So how did that go when you first had a look at the song? Because you wanted to do it for some reason. Did you have a special connection to the song or something?
No, this was not one of the ones that I wanted to do. Okay. Counting Stars was the one that I wanted to do.
Right. Is that, did I leave some of your original? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I left it. Okay, You're a Sky Full of Stars. How's that sound?
Yeah, but I don't remember what the...
Well, the strumming pattern makes no sense because the 2 is a... Just, it's okay, it doesn't matter.
No, I mean, I'd have to... In retrospect, I should have listened to the beginning of it so that I would remember it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Cause you're a sky full of stars. Wait, yeah, no, because it made sense when I listened to it.
No, but that does actually make sense. So you're playing D minor, B flat, F, C as a loop for the Coldplay song. Now the tricky thing is that when you choose to play a song, you can either play in the original key, a key that just suits you. But in my songbooks, I try to keep the original key, except if it's maybe something like D flat major, which is really not practical. I move it up or down half a step, which is what happened here because the original is in E flat minor, which is not a practical key. Otherwise, we'd have to, our first chord would, and then you can't use open strings to find and build cool chords. So that's why you put it in D minor, but moving it down a semitone, I moved it up a semitone. And I can show the two song sheets. So here we've got the D minor, B flat, F, C. And then here's the new one with lots of different chords. And let me, if I can remember, because it's been a while. Did I share this? Is this out? I think so. Because Anne played Venus at the play along. I'm your Venus. Boom, bum, bum. Right, something like this. And then the B minor 7. I don't remember any of this. Ah, right, G2. Cause you're a sky. Cause you're a sky. Cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. Now, even if I can't remember what's going on, you can notice that here, something quite specific with Coldplay songs is they have basic chords, a basic loop, and then they add lots of extra notes or change the chords around so they sound a bit different and they sound a bit more interesting. For example, it's not an E minor, C, G, B, M. It's E minor, here we can have a 7. Cause you're a, and then it's a very funny chord where you've got a C, but that goes all the way up to the 9. So it's C, E, G, B, D. So it's almost like a G with a C chord on top of that, because actually there's not much E. Sorry, it's like a C with a G. Is that what I said? Anyway, so you can hear lots of friction here, and that actually sounds a bit more like the song. And a G add 2 instead of a normal G also adds a bit of openness and a bit more happening in the chord, because instead of 3 notes like in a normal triad, you then have 4 notes. A G add 2, you add the second to a chord of G that has 1, 3, 5, so it's 1, 2, 3, 5. More chords, da, 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 and B minor 7. So now we've got 4 chords instead of where they have 3 notes each. They actually each have 4 notes, and that's the difference. And what you do with these 4 notes, of course, influences how this song is going to sound. But in this case, I picked those particular arrangements to make it sound as close as possible as the original loop. Here. And then you can also play a G add 2 down here.
So are you listen to the song and you think like, oh, that sounds like a G2? Or
I don't think that. I think.
Or do you think it sounds like a G and then
right,
with this note, but I also hear this note, or like?
That's an interesting question. I think what would be really interesting if I could play the song right now, but I'm not sure how that would work. My computer might overload it. Like, what are you doing? I've frozen about 7 times.
Wait, I can play it if you want.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Because I have it up on YouTube. I mean, oh wait, no, you disabled screen sharing.
Actually, in the songbook, you can access it right here by clicking song. Boom. And that's a direct link to the collection. So very practical songbooks, if you want to get those. I don't know why English people or English speaking people don't get the collections. Because on the French channel they do, but English not so much. It's like,
okay, I'll try to play it this way. Tell me if you can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it. It's very dreamy. There's lots of notes in the chords, very open chords with minor 7s, G add 2s and stuff like this. Yeah, that's plenty. Oh, that's plenty. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. That's very nice, but thank you. Yeah, and also actually there was something that I was doing that made a big difference, was instead of just playing chords like this. So there are 2 things really. First, there are finding the right chords for a song. Actually, could you play your version again just to see the difference? that could be really, really nice if somebody was to do like a really soft version, just voice and ukulele, a mic, a bit of reverb, good quality. That could be really nice and enjoyable, right? Why not? But for me, it doesn't quite capture the song. So if I'm putting the song in a songbook, I want it to be as close as possible to the original. That's why for people who have good eyesight, there's also this whole strumming pattern, basically, which means that we've got, whoop, that's not quite right. We've got the constant movement in the right hand, but actually these movements. And here, what's this? And this is the second part, after getting chords that are more complex and closer to the original, is checking if there's things that change during the chords to see if that can add something too. And actually on these two downs, because it's down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. It changes a lot. But basically, if anybody wants to take the time to play this, they can, in the way that it's written. But here, we play EM minus 7, open 4, 3, 5, and then we add the ring finger, open 3, 5, 5, open 4, 5, 5. Did I write that chord anywhere? I think here. No. Well, it's somewhere. I can't remember. It's a long time ago. Exactly, and that's kind of an important change for the song, I think. Some slight chord changes because actually they move very subtle things around, and sometimes instead of a BM7 you can play a D add 4 here. I don't know if you can notice the difference. And that's nice because you get a G and an F sharp. You really get lots of tension there. So I think you don't have to play it as loud or with as many strums, but keeping the chords at least means that there's so much more going on in your ukulele playing. 'Cause you're a sky full of stars. Gonna give. Although the ukulele sounds lovely with simple chords too, so.
Okay, so the question is how, because I've been, working on making song sheets from listening to songs for a long time, it seems like.
Yeah,
how would I...
You did a whole Steven Universe songbook, which, I mean, me and you really enjoyed.
And one French person.
Five other people.
One French person from the French lessons told me that she is a big Steven Universe fan.
Oh, right.
But anyway.
I didn't know that. Yeah, it's like if anybody's watching in life, don't stay silent if you enjoy somebody's something, because maybe it's useful if you give a shout out about the fact that it's useful to you. So
she didn't even know there was a collection. She just said for some reason that she was a Steven Universe fan, and I was like, here, have this collection that I made. But anyway,
so it's not somebody who found it by becoming sort of in the tier. Is you
no, because I don't even know she is on the English.
Yeah, that really helps.
I just gave it away. Fantastic. Anyway, so how would I be able to do that?
Right. You have to deconstruct a chord. So you have to listen very carefully to a moment. And if something is quite difficult, especially for this song, I had to watch him a lot of times walking down with flowers in his drum and his guitar and stuff. You have to listen. I try to listen to each note, and then I try to recognize each note that's in the chord, and then I try and choose the best arrangement on the ukulele. So it's not actually of. Sometimes it's just a case of, oh, I recognize this is the sound of a G add 2. I know that this is happening here. A lot of the time it's deconstructing it. First listening to the bass. What note is the bass playing? That's probably playing a very big part of the identity of the chord. Almost always. Actually, always. So the bass note is the big clue, and then you listen to the synths and maybe try and listen to the guitar. And sometimes I'm a bit stuck. I'm thinking, I'm missing a note. And so I'll try a few things and see if they match what I'm listening. But I'm always working with the recording at the same time. I wouldn't do that from memory or something, because from memory maybe I'd misremember, or subconscious memory from another song might pop in, and I'd think, no, this sounds really great. No, so I always work with the song in question. It's a bit nerdy, basically, but I mean, I don't see it like that. I see it as trying to arrange faithfully a musical idea of someone else onto a little instrument with 4 strings. That is, and it works. Especially, I was very happy moving it to E minor, this one, because there's a C at the bass, and then everybody else is playing a G, which makes this, and then you can do that on the ukulele, C, and then play a G here. And this is a big part of the identity of this song, I think, these mixing chords. They're always sort of mixing notes together, like in records or tracks like Viva la Vida. You get the bass, the chord, but then there's always more stuff happening. Here, have a little 2, have a little 7, have a bit of a 4, rubbing with the 3rd. Something like this. Hey, that was pretty cool. I think that was plenty for YouTube. I think
yeah.
I think probably the 5 viewers.
But wait, we should say that there is an open mic coming up, which may or may not be on YouTube. But
let me check how many people have signed up, and then we can decide. Oh, we can do this live. Are you ready for the grand reveal?
Oh, I know how many people have signed up.
How many?
7.
You don't know.
Well, I've signed up for the open mic?
I forgot to put it in today's post, but I did do an extra.
It was yesterday, though.
It's today.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, you counting Patrick twice?
No, I'm counting him 0 times.
Why?
Because he signed up and then he said he couldn't make it. That's what the second one is.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it probably won't be live streamed, the open mic tonight, but you're welcome, and it's happening at 8:30 in Europe, 2:30 in the US of A, and you can come and sing a song. New York, it's a big country. That's how I've heard. I've only been on the East Coast, so I'll have to see if the time is really different whenever I start crossing there. Any questions on? Please do it on YouTube, says RT. Well, RT, yes, good point. Maybe we will. But also,
there we go.
You can actually join the inside people, the inside clan of wonderful patrons who support the lessons and who enjoy each other's company.
And if you do join Patreon, you can get beginner lessons with me, which I know doesn't seem very tempting since you've only just seen me not know anything during this lesson. But actually, I do know some stuff. You can play
a D minor and a B flat and an F and a C very well,
That's true.
That's what's wonderful about the ukulele is that you don't need a lot of fire to light somebody else's candle.
That's very poetic.
Yeah. Did you do Rocket Man? Drops of Jupiter. I can't remember who asked for that. That was doing my head in. What a weird
that one I
song.
volunteered to do too.
That she's back in the atmosphere.
I like that song.
That she's back in. I think, yeah, it may be also for how I like.
I was pretty happy with what I did on that introduction too. I know you changed it, but.
How's this go?
Wait. No. Let me play it. And everyone will agree that it sounds like the song, right?
What's this? But the rhythm is gone. The rhythm is all wrong, Julianne. What are you doing?
No, this is exactly it. No, you moved it so I can't see it anymore.
Oh, sorry. Here you go. Oh yeah, the rhythm is later, right? Where's the bit where I did the rhythm? Oh, this is the old one.
That's my version.
Oof, I was wondering why this was all wrong.
Yeah.
I thought, you know what I thought? I thought, what a terrible I've done in this collection. I can't believe it. Ah, here we go. Here we go.
Now you
Okay.
play. Now you play the one.
So you can see the beats are C, C4, G, G6, F,
which is what I was playing.
to F. That was exactly what you were playing.
Yeah.
Good job.
Except not these chords. But.
Right. Wait, what's the F star? Does anybody know? Oh. That she's back. Oh, you singing this?
What?
Are you singing this? Is this? Are you gonna do it?
No, I mean, I just like the song.
Oh, well, maybe this is interesting. Let's have a look at counting. Now, we've seen a difference between a first approach to the song and something more nerdy or more technical or more...
Accurate?
Yeah, more... Well, it's not accurate. It's just the rhythm wasn't indicated. And so the beats and stuff. And I find that some ukulele players... First of all, if I write that some rhythms down, a lot of them might not care. But some who do care might not be able to find really how... They might realize what I'm doing doesn't quite sound like the song, but they might not have the tools to figure out why doesn't it not quite sound like the song, and why am I a bit off when I play with the recording.
I mean, I think for that song, it's not...
It's really
hard to play along. I mean, it's hard to write down what the rhythm is, but if you're listening to it and playing along, it's like not hard to do it, I think.
It did my head in just because it was so weird. And the chords they made no sense with the melody in the chorus.
I like the song.
Hey. But, what's that? But tell me, did you sail across the sun? What are you doing? That's my comment to the guys from the T-shirts.
Such a good song.
What are they doing? Oh, yeah. Counting Stars. Let's have a look at both. I think you did a good job
look at
on
my
this
version. Yeah, you didn't change too much on this one.
Oh, but this was after because you had X's here.
I did, because you're not using that finger anyway, so I didn't bother putting a...
Right.
Right, because you're just doing...
But this was the later version when I had a look at it before already. Yeah. And basically, actually, this one is the same. You did a very good job. We kept the key. Although, yeah. Oh, no, I added a 7 here. Wait, where's that happening? Oh, no, I added a little note. Why did I do that? Lately, I've been... Ah, right. Yes, there is a difference here between actually these two, where you're going... lately I've been... You've got a C minor add 4, actually, and no third, and I took that away. And I actually had a second third high up here, so that this little note that we hear on the guitar could be there. Lately I've been losing sleep. Dreaming... Oh, 6, 7, 6. 6, 7, 6. Dreaming about the thing that we could be, baby. Do you see the thing with the little finger?
I mean, I see this 6, 4, yeah.
Much better.
So that's the same in both chords.
And then that's similar. Well, we'll be counting stars. So why do you like this song?
This song, I don't like it as much as Drops of Jupiter. This one I just think is a good running song. Oh. Got a good beat, you know.
Yeah, it's its main selling point. Plus,
I like the optimism, you know.
We'll be
counting stars. No more counting dollars. We'll be counting stars. That's nice.
Yep, which is what I'll be doing this summer. Follow the channel for more. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, you can take lessons with me because I do get 1 out of 3 songs pretty good when I
That was very
make
good.
worksheets.
I think it was interesting that you added the 4 because it did sound like it could use it. But then I went back and listened very carefully to what the guitar was doing in the recording, and then I changed it slightly around a bit. But most of the finger picking pattern is still there. Oh, and let's end on this because isn't it the open mic now? Open mic?
In half an hour.
Songs.
In half an hour, yes, there will be an open mic. So if you're on Patreon, come join us. The link is on the post. If you're not, you can just hang out on YouTube and hope that we live stream it.
Oh, RT says she or he, there's 2 letters, I don't know, was in your beginner lesson. Isn't that nice?
Oh,
shout out to RT.
Cool. Thanks for watching.
Okay, what's your composition question?
Do you want to do that live on YouTube?
I mean, I don't care. Should we finish and you want to ask it after because it's about one of your songs? You can plug your website where you write original
It's not about a Klingon song, actually.
Thank the Lord.
Okay, well, yeah, sure, I'll ask it. So it's a math song that I'm trying to write, and it's a.
Oh, cool.
So I got, I'm a finalist in this contest, which is about communicating your science field, your research to the public in a short 10-minute presentation, which anybody can understand. And
great. I feel like yeah, simplifying things for people. That's kind of what I do too. I can relate. That's great. Yeah,
exactly. And so the theme is how the different mathematical ideas can underlie different situations in life. And so the example that I'm using to demonstrate that is how the numbers on a clock.
You had a good point about not doing this live.
Your camera fell asleep.
Yeah, I'm gone. See you later.
So the numbers on a clock and the keys on a keyboard both follow are the same as the integers mod 12 in mathematics. And so, which is an idea that I use in my research. So I'm going to explain that. And so I want to write a song that basically has all 12 keys in it. And I want to know if there's an efficient way to do that.
Yes. Travel along the circle of fifths or go 1 semitone up every time. So you go, and this is a song about mathematics. You can do it. It's not tricky. There are a few things you need to know, a few tricks for mathematics. This is the other number to go.
Okay, yeah. So I was gonna do the circle of fifths, and so
songwriting
in my draft,
I'm not sure why you're interrupting this.
In my draft,
yeah,
because it also can't be forever, right? It's only a 10-minute presentation, so the song is like 2.5 minutes maybe. So
well,
I was thinking of just doing
1
like
is a number, it's very nice. Da 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 da. 2 is a number, it's very nice. Da 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 da. 3 is a number. So you go with dominant sevens, you can travel one way around the circle of fifths. We've done this with minor sixes, you can travel the other way around, or semitone up, or that's
right. So I was doing like 3 verses that are just all in one key, and then doing like quickly like 3 key changes between to go from one to the next. But I'm wondering if there's, I don't know, it just seems like maybe this is not a good question. If there's an easier way to have it more spread out but not take like a really long time.
Sorry, I was thinking of something else. Sorry, what's the question? This is a great ad for me giving private tuition, I think. Just being really supportive and invested. But I went out to a shop today to bring some ukuleles. And I think the driving and the heat took it out.
Do your friends make you pack up and move out everything? You can't just leave your stuff in the house?
No, we're moving out of the house.
For good, or you're coming back?
No, they want to sell it. We need to be out of here.
I thought it was like just how every summer they kick you out, but
What? No, that hasn't happened yet, by the way, because of the whole corona situation, which I mean the pandemic and stuff. But they're very nice. But they just want to sell the house, so we're out of here. Gone. Gone. You see, it's empty.
So it's not just a summer thing. You're like moving to someplace else.
Sorry, do I need to re-explain what it means? They're selling the house. We need to move out.
Because you've been talking about traveling around in a van, but you're not going to live in a van the rest of your life.
Well, you don't know that. Obviously, not everybody's on board for that particular plan, but some of it, part of it. But again, thank you very much to all the people who support me on Patreon, because I'm able to live that way. Paid the rent until now, and then the van now. So thank you. That's very kind. What are we talking about? Is there a quick and efficient way? Yeah, sure. Yeah, these dominant 7 goes somewhere. And then you've gone.
Just playing around the circle fifths doesn't sound like a song. It just sounds like an exercise.
No, but for example, you've got a song in C. I've got a song in C, and it's very nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. I've got a song and it's the key of E flat, and it's very nice, very nice. And then you go ba, ba, ba. And now we're in G flat, now we're in G flat. It's so nice to be in G flat. Ba, G flat 2. Oh. Wait, is this a G flat? Yes. And now I'm in A. We made it to A.
Okay.
So
yeah, okay.
That's something that works. Can you believe 9 people are still watching this? You are heroes of patience and consideration. Thank you very much. Good job. Come to the open mic.
It is hard to believe. Well, one of them is you, right? Because you have it open on another tab.
That makes sense. Well, somebody just left as I said that. Cool. Well, that about... So are you going to use that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because it gives the feeling of dun, 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 and then you're somewhere new.
Well, see, what's interesting that I realized is because I was thinking, are there any other intervals that you could travel on that would go the whole way around?
Yes, like the one I just did. It goes minor third. So minor third goes C to E flat to F sharp to A to C. But
I mean, through all 12 keys.
Yeah, and it's the circle of fifths.
Right, and it's either the
C to because F to B flat to E flat to A flat to D flat.
Because it only works with numbers that are relatively prime with 12. So you can do...
I don't know what that means. What does that mean, relatively
with numbers
prime?
That don't share any divisors.
Something to do with delivery times on Amazon, isn't it?
So 5 and 12 don't share any divisors.
Yeah, 1.
Besides 1.
Yeah, and 0.5.
Whole number.
Oh, okay. Minus.
So 5. So you can do
1.
5. You can do 7. 5 half steps. 7 half steps. Or 1 and 11. 1 is just you're going up, and 11 is if you're going down. And 5 is.
But what about 3?
Fourth and.
I don't know what we're talking about. I'm just throwing it out there. What about 3?
3 won't work because 3 and 12 are not relatively prime.
I just got it. You want to go on to every number by adding the same additional subtraction.
Yes.
And you want to go on every note of the piano.
Yes.
By hopping in the same
number of half steps. Yeah.
Okay, great. So why don't do it? That sounds like a great idea.
No, I'm saying because I thought, is there any other interval that would work? And I realized the only ones that work are the circle of fifths and the backward circle of fifths, because those are the numbers that are relatively prime with 12. So it connects back to the mathematics.
Why would the circle of fifth be prime with 12?
Because a fifth is not really 5 half steps, right? It's 7.
Why is 7 a friend of 12?
7 is relatively prime with 12 because they don't share any divisors except 1.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yes.
Eesh, I speak English from the start. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Well, what about 9? Is 9?
They share
Oh, they share a
3.
divisor, which is 3
Yes.
and 1. So they've got 2.
Right.
Except the 1 doesn't
The
count.
1 doesn't count because
Well,
everything shares a divisor of 1.
please share your results as RT. This has been fascinating, and I will see you at the... Is it me, or do I actually look a bit tired sometimes at the moment?
A bit what?
No, good.
No, it cut out whenever you said, do I look a bit? And then it cut out for a second. I didn't
Oh,
hear what you
okay.
said.
I'll change it. Full of life.
Yes, you look very full of life.
Yay. See you at the open mic. What are you playing?
A Klingon song.
Yay. Cool. But yeah, that's great. I mean, I told you to do Klingon stuff, so I'm glad it's working out.
Yep, I can tell you're very happy about that.
Well, I didn't. It's not about what I enjoy. It's about your unfoldment as a musical person. So, see you at the open mic.